Vou continuar então. Gastando da porra.
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine.
Não tem lei seca aqui, tá bom. Vai se fuder.
Hey, be careful.
Ô, louco, velho. Caralho, maluco. Tenso, hein?
Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
Right, Mitchell.
You saw what happened. He's the troublemaker.
Oh, you're a true mainlander. A real princess. You strut around with your la-di-da ways, and then, as soon as the pressure rises, you start squealing. You don't have what it takes to drink my whiskey. You've got to earn it.
I'm here for information, not for a fight.
I prefer it that way. Speak then. I reserve the right to answer or not.
Captain Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
Oh, yeah? That must have been before you came looking for a fight in my bar.
Oh, come on. Because of a little tussle.
Drinking it here is a privilege, and I grant the privilege to whoever I want.
Então vai se fuder, então.
Anything else?
I didn't expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway. Anything else?
Do you know where this place is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams?
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
The stranded whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic
Cara
sort of guy.
nostálgico.
The name, it reminds us of the golden age of dock water, when our whalers left for long months and came back sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
Entendi.
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why.
Porque era, pô.
Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
Her vision. Was it so terrible?
Way I see it, the truth is really a question of
Guerra
point of
puxa
view.
ponto de vista.
What do you mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah. Well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves,
Quem pintaria uma
who
coisa
can paint
dessa?
such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable.
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
What can you tell me?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland. Then,
Sim, beleza. Não tem mais
I've
opção,
got-
não.
anything else?
Captain Fitz?
Oh, yeah?
Oh, come.
Drinking and anything else?
Ai, ai, viu?
That'll be all for now.
Do you like our song?
We're true sirens. We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
I've never heard this song before.
Only people from here know it. It tells the story of the miraculous catch.
It's a local legend?
Watch what you say, young man.
That catch saved our island.
Ah. Where's the proof?
We're the proof.
Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
Caramba.
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the newspaper report.
What report?
The one that's framed right behind you.
Ah, é?
Our grandparents tasted its flesh.
And it was delicious.
What brought whaling to an end?
The whales, of course.
Ué.
They all disappeared.
Ah, acabou a barulho.
You exhausted the stocks.
You could say that, yes. There were fewer and fewer of them.
Until the last, the biggest.
The one of the miraculous catch.
Exactly.
Porra, mataram todos os ali. Caralho.
I bid you farewell, gentlemen.
Good night, stranger.
So long.
Eu já falo contigo.
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
Etchentei, 21 de maio de 1857. Pescado milagroso. Oscila retorna ao porto para salvar Darkwater da fome. Já havíamos abandonado a esperança. A tripulação de Scylla, ou o que restou dela, retornou ao porto de Darkwater no fim da tarde da terça-feira. Os habitantes correram às docas imediatamente para dar boas-vindas ao último navio baleeiro da ilha. As pessoas ficaram maravilhadas com a captura inacreditável que o valente navio tinha a bordo. Com um tamanho que superava o das formidáveis baleias com dentes, o cetáceo que chamavam de pescado milagroso cobria todo o convés com algumas partes suspensas para fora do navio. Caraca. Os marinheiros sobreviventes fizeram um relato assustador da perigosa captura, mas também da sua carne, de qualidade e benefícios nutricionais incomparáveis. Também não há dúvida de que o tamanho imenso da baleia poderá alimentar vários habitantes do Darkwater, colocando um fim à fome, caraca, com qual a parte dele sofria. Porra! Qual o tamanho desse bicho, gente? Meu Deus do céu. Aluga esse galpão. O Sr. Marx pretende alugar o galpão dele a partir de junho para atividades de pesca, oficina ou depósito. Você pode contar... Pera aí, deixa eu testar esse fone aqui. Pronto. Você pode contatá-lo por meio do seu jornal favorito ou visitá-lo nas docas. Noite especial no Baleia Encalhada. Para celebrar o retorno dos nossos valentes baleeiros, a equipe do Baleia Encalhada convida todos para um evento de degustação fantástico e gratuito. Venha com sua família ou amigos degustar o pescado milagroso. Cada pessoa levará uma garrafa de óleo, então não hesite.
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations.
O que é esse símbolo na mão dele?
Its own consciousness until it finds a new reader. Ah, that's it. Maybe we should let him take it. No, the risks are too
Algernon
high.
Brave.
It's a book, after all. Pure knowledge.
Não tem diálogo aqui.
Charles Hawkins was a heavy drinker and a debtor. Interesting.
What you looking at, stranger?
I've rarely seen a woman who can hold her liquor so confidently.
What gives you the right to judge me?
Well, it was a compliment.
So what? Let me drink, stranger. I told you to beat it. I told you to beat it.
Não tem mais opção de diálogo. Trancado.
I told you to beat it.
Nem se insiste.
Huey.
Captain Fitz.
Oh, yeah?
Oh,
Drinking anything else?
that'll
merda,
be all.
então, filho. Não quer dinheiro, então vai se ferrar. Isso é assim mesmo? Tá, né? Que lugar estranho da porra.
The Scylla.
Olha o Scylla, esse aqui era o Scylla.
A souvenir from a more prosperous era. I guess fishing equipment. Could do with some rust remover.
Banheiro. Segundo volume ensina ética e boas práticas da equipe médica. Alguma experiência com isso? Ganho. Ganho mesmo. Legal. Se tu achar livros sobre assunto, você ganha experiência.
This man and Fitzroy could be twins.
Deve ser do Capitão Fritz mesmo.
What a macabre souvenir.
A perna de pau. Vamos vir pra cá? Tem. A atmosfera desse jogo é realmente bem dark mesmo, né? Peraí. Tá. Quem é o tal do Bradley? Ah, tá, ele aqui.
Hey, Sullivan. Can't you go any faster?
You've seen how old this thing is. If we force it too much, we'll break everything.
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago.
Morreu há pouco
Only
tempo.
a specialist would know what killed it.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
They're cops. They can't understand.
Damn stupid idiot.
The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
Don't treat me like another one of these locals. You're completely overwhelmed, and you could do with reinforcements.
What are you thinking? That you can call the National Guard to an island like Darkwater? For a stranded fish? Gosh darn, Mr. Not like another one of these locals. Go give your valuable advice somewhere else, huh? Now, please, allow me to do my job.
Don't put that beast back in.
You can see that I'm busy.
You can't understand.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you.
Cara, mal deixa eu falar. Ai ai. Só o loading que é demorado mesmo, fora isso. Se fosse a moral, moraria também, tem essa, né? É uma ilha, não é o inferno na Terra? Ou não é o inferno? Se tem gente que tá vivendo ali, então é impossível viver. Cara, a gente gente mora no Rio de Janeiro, cara. Não. Beleza. Tem que repetir o assunto com eles? Tá, vou repetir rapidinho aqui.
What? I bet good. The miraculous catch.
Vou pegar o documento de volta.
Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
What you looking at?
The clientele is predominant.
Tell me something I don't know.
I meant... I'm just wondering what a woman like you is doing in this flea trap.
And I'm wondering what could be going through the head of the chump who goes to disturb her. Let me drink, stranger.
Acho que realmente não tem mais opção de
I told you to...
diálogo, não. É só um pouquinho mesmo com ela.
You
Então tem como desbloquear diálogos.
I read the article on the miraculous catch. Interesting local folk. Folklore.
don't get it into your head to repeat that round here. It's more than folklore. On that day, the crew of the Scylla caught an exceptional catch. The biggest whale ever caught. They saved Darkwater from famine.
What can you tell me?
We all knew then.
I've got
Anything?
Captain Fitzroy told.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, that'll be all.
I told...
Ah, that's it. Maybe we should let him take it. No. No, the risks are too high. It's a book, after all. Pure knowledge.
Please, move back. Let the police do their work. Hey, Sullivan. Can't you go any faster?
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. Only a specialist.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're...
The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
Ah. And so who are you?
I didn't introduce myself. Edward Pierce, private detective.
In any case, it's not very important. I can't answer that.
Não,
You
por quê?
can't? Or you don't want to?
Oh, no. I'm not getting into those games, me. Now, please, allow me to do my job.
Entendi, cara.
You can't. Don't put that beast back in the water, you...
You can see that I'm...
You can't understand. You're not sailors.
Todo perdido com os marinheiros.
It's a sign. There's something
Oh, não tenho nada contra o Oriente também, não. Sinceramente.
But you can
not-
stay to watch if you want. You can pick up the pieces.
Come on,
There's nothing for you here either.
You'll see what a
Beat
true
it.
sailor's got in his belly. You hear that?
There's nothing for you here either.
Don't scare me.
Beat it.
What
Enfim,
did he call us just now?
só ia dar uma reforçada na casa que eu fosse morar, né? Porque eu não queria uma casa caindo. Esse barzinho aqui tá inteiro. Aquilo ali também tá... Tem umas casas que estão caindo ali, ó. Por exemplo, aquela ali de janela quebrada. Aí não dá, né? Cadê? Vamos lá, Fritz, vai lá. Fitzroy, falando errado. Deve ser aqui tudo.
The Scylla. It finished up beached at the end. A souvenir from a more fishing equipment. Could do with some rust remover.
Tem que levar em conta que é muito antigo essa época aqui, né? Também. Aí não tinha tanta tecnologia ainda.
This man and Fitzroy could be twins. What a macabre souvenir.
O que é isso aqui? Parece que tem uma criatura na água, uma mulher ali. O que é Andrômeda? Não, não é. Vou falar com ele.
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
Tá bom.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. That's all I'll get from them.
São documentos ilegíveis. Não deu pra ler nada. Eu vou lá falar com ele agora. Ah, foi pra ali? Acho que ele ia pra cá. O que é isso aqui?
I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman, Cat.
Capitão, os termos do nosso acordo são claros. Mantenham os homens sob controle. Você não pode se dar ao luxo de nos provocar. Não é necessário responder. Apenas dê o dinheiro ao mensageiro. Cat. Estranho, hein?
Broken. This place seems half abandoned.
Viu? É exatamente isso que eu tava falando. Tá meio largado o local. Deixar largado não ia não, ia cuidar. Ia dar pra tirar umas fotos muito doidas aqui.
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
I'm surprised Charles Hawkins had goods to store, knowing that whaling stopped in 1847.
I see that you're interested in the history of our island. Indeed, maritime activities ceased altogether at the end of the last century. I imagine that the Hawkins family had other types of contracts.
But you don't know with whom?
No, it was none of my business.
I'm looking for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Aquele tecla atrás?
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
Não vou mentir, não tem por que mentir.
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
Precisely. Ship owners from father to son.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse.
Eita.
I was looking at your photograph. The one of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Porra, igualzinho.
Your father?
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it if you're interested.
I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious folk.
Killer whales don't have many known predators.
That's true. And normally, they're not found around here. But, you're gonna take me for a fool.
Give it a try.
Have you heard about the depths? Trenches that plunge into the earth and that shelter creatures unlike any other.
You're talking about mythology.
Ha! Indeed, you're right.
The police took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death, at least. The miraculous catch. Is it a local legend?
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailor's return to Darkwater Harbor. It's displayed on a wall of the stranded whale.
Já vi, já. E quem é Cat?
I found a threatening letter, signed by a certain cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
Entendi.
Can you tell me where the warehouse is again?
Look, I've already shown it to you. It's the one with the cop on guard duty out front.
É ali, ó.
You can't miss it.
Understood.
Beleza. Vamos olhar no que deu.
I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
Não consigo ler. Ah, entendi. Beleza. Tá bom. Cara, o que que são essas luzes verdes, na moral mesmo? Doideira esse jogo. É aquele ali, ó. Tá pescando, velho. E ó.
Damnation. I broke it. It's no use. The padlock won't give.
Mais legal que não sou eu que controlo, o bagulho vai sozinho. The Brandon, the Navigator. Ocultismo.
St. Brendan. Patron saint of sailors and travelers. Desecrated. I can't even say which language it's written in.
Deixa eu ver a língua que tá escrita aqui de perto. Se tiver como. Eita! Será que eu acho? Os idiomas do bagulho.
It's no use. The padlock won't give.
Vamos subir por aqui. Dá não, dá não. Essa é a opção de diálogo.
No, if it gets out, I'll have serious problems with it.
How could you be dumb enough to leave the entrance to the warehouses unguarded?
Keep your voice down. Why not go and shout at the cat while you're at it? I don't want to end up with her little knife under my throat.
It's a stiletto, you idiot.
Oi.
With that smell on your breath, I don't give you much chance anyway.
Tem uma entrada desprotegida, é isso? Aqui não é nada não, né? Aqui é absolutamente nada, velho. Corre, 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 corre.
Where do you think you're going?
I thought that the Hawkins case had been closed.
That's true.
So what are you doing on guard duty in front of this warehouse?
Who's asking the questions here, the cop or the tourist?
What more can you say about the death of the Hawkins family?
Not much more than what everyone knows. I wasn't on the case. They were all burnt to death, right? Up at their place.
The whole mansion went up in flames.
Don't get it into your head to go wandering around up there. It's dangerous.
What do you mean by that?
The only one left there is old Silas, and the accident has affected him badly. He can be unpredictable, especially if a stranger starts poking around the property.
Is he a danger to the public?
No, he's in his own home. Do yourself a favor. Leave him well alone. You again?
No need.
No idea. You better keep it shut. What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
I've got to get inside. It's your boss who sent me.
Oh, yeah? And why didn't she say anything to us?
She sent me to see who's filching her stock.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You got no proof to back up your claims, and I'd advise you against snitching.
What's with you, Wand?
I've got to enter the Hawkins warehouse. I guess it's going to be complicated.
No, it's very simple, in fact. Fuck off.
I don't give a damn about your racket. I just want to get into this warehouse.
And we don't give a damn about you. Whatever your reason for wanting inside, there's nothing.
Não quer deixar então.
I went to see the statue of St. Brendan.
What makes you think we did it?
We're bootleggers, not savages.
Who do you
Então
think
você está
defaced
contando
the
disso?
statue?
What do I know? They could have done it by themselves.
Eles quem?
The sailors.
Who else, in your opinion? And who's interested?
So, who are you?
Are you stupid or are you doing it on purpose?
Everybody knows us on Darkwater.
I've just arrived.
Let's just say we're standing guard for the owner of the site. And we let no one enter her property.
Cap. She's your boss.
What? You listen through keyholes?
She's the boss, yeah. She says who goes in or not.
Shut up, you dummy. You wanted to know that you also talk too much.
She must be quite intimidating if she can make two men like you tremble.
She redid the smile at the last one who wanted to get in.
I hope he had a good dentist.
No, you don't understand. She really cut him a new smile.
Putz.
But he only smiles with the left cheek.
Beleza.
I bid you.
Pera aí.
If I can't get rid of those two, I'll have to look for another way.
Cat deve ser aquela mulher no bar, não deve não? Abriu aqui, ó. Acho que ele tá aqui de qualquer forma.
What? Another break?
One of those damn sailors.
I told you to beat it.
Sem opções de diálogo.
You again.
What do you know about the Hawkins warehouse?
If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
Por
First
quê?
off, there were rumors. Sailors from around here
Ah, tá.
screamed.
Screamed.
And that's
Esse
not
diálogo.
all, but all anything else.
Ah,
That
tá. Vamos lá, vamos lá.
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine.
Fala com esse cara aqui.
You saw what happened with those sailors. Don't hang around here unless you want trouble with the bootleggers.
I've seen the kind of messages their boss sends. You're not scared of her.
Of course I am. Everyone's scared of that woman.
Caraca.
She's not interested in small fry like me. You, on the other hand, nose around too much, you'll have dealings with her.
This warehouse looks abandoned. Why does it interest them so much?
No doubt a question of territory, but I ain't asking. You want to know more, go ask the captain.
Good. Thank you. I shall take...
Vamos falar com esse carinha aqui? Tem não.
You're back at what can I...
Apparently the bootleggers don't want anyone hanging around the warehouses.
They're part of the private property I mentioned earlier.
And yet the place looks abandoned. Why guard the entrance?
As a precaution, I suppose. All the warehouses are more or less interconnected by old sewers.
You mean that there's a way to go from one to the other by tunnel?
I couldn't tell you if it's still the case today for all the warehouses on the island.
Ah, tá.
But I think I can imagine what you've got in mind. You can always visit them if you're not the claustrophobic type.
É, deve ser a mulher do bar mesmo, pô. Essa mulher aqui. Eu vou falar com ela de novo, não. Deve ser a mulher do bar mesmo.
A handle.
A alavanca.
It must come from these old winches. A whale vertebra. If the newspaper clipping in the bar is true...
Nossa, aqui a vertebralia, tamanho.
This tunnel goes under the warehouses.
Entendi. Já entendi o que vai acontecer.
I could use this old winch to lift...
Ué? Faltando alguma coisa? Tem uma interrogação ali. Jogo de investigação, filhão. Porra. Tá faltando alguma coisa. Será que tem que achar alguma engrenagem? Vamos procurar, vai. O que é isso aqui? Ah!
A ratchet device. Exactly what I need.
Agora sim. Ou não? Não, agora não. Vamos procurar. Tá, enfim. Caralho, onde? Aqui. Aqui mesmo.
It should be possible to mount this cogwheel on the winch.
Como é que eu fiz pra acender o fósforo? Como é que eu fiz pra acender o fósforo que eu não entendi? Tá, né?
Looks like everything is in its place. All I have to do is turn this handle.
Já poderei no chat? Que merda. Pula não, filho. Acho que ele se tacar lá embaixo. Nossa. Ih, vai desmaiar.
Smoke. It's coming from this oil. I hope it's not toxic.
Correndo aqui para morrer. Porra é essa? Eita! Que isso, cara? Isqueiro bom. Isqueiro bom.
This is primitive.
Como é que apaga esse filme? Ah, é o Y.
Oh, this place stinks.
Quantos fotos eu tenho?
What is the connection between this place and the Sarah Hawkins case?
Caralho, o que é isso? Constituição. Ah tá, a Constituição do acontecimento.
What happened here?
Visão de detetive, né, basicamente. Soco no espelho. Tá.
Who has enough money to buy painkillers, but stays in a place like this?
Faz sentido.
It smells as bad as it looks.
Cheiro que é uma vodka.
Can't sleep. I know how that feels. Someone treasures this crumpled picture to the point of sleeping with it. Is this one of Sarah Hawkins' paintings?
Galpão da Sarah Hawkins. Será que logo antes que alguém entre? Onde é que tá aquela foto mesmo?
Someone settled in here.
Opa,
And
parei.
whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case. Is there anyone in there? You! Don't move! Detective Pierce. I told you to stay away from this warehouse.
You seem like a competent officer. We should help each other.
You're trying to manipulate me, Mr. Pierce.
Manipular não, é sério. Não abandona por do caso, não.
All right, Inspector Lestrade. Let me take a more direct approach. Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange portrait. Wait, I know it. It was in the Hawkins mansion when we came to investigate the fire.
So you confirm that it was removed from the crime scene? Interesting. I'd like to go and see the mansion now.
Of course. You want to go back along his trail? I'd like to understand how this painting made it to here.
Ela sujou aqui, né?
My car's parked down the way. Andrews, would you please shut the door? And open your eyes, damn it. This guy went right under your nose. God damn it. Her again.
Opa.
This case has nothing to do with you, Baker. Clear the passage or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Officer Bradley.
Catch.
You've finally grown
Ela
up
mesmo.
there. Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
Why you?
Come on, keep the smile. You don't want to force me to widen it.
Okay, I get it. Can we go to the mansion now?
Who the hell are you? What were you doing on my turf? I've got my eye on you. We'll meet again.
Tá bom, fica à vontade.
Is it far, this mansion?
Look behind you, at the top of the ridge. You see the building? That's the Hawkins mansion. Come on, we got some driving to do.
Longe pra caralho. Pierce conseguiu entrar no galpão. O lugar, ainda abandonado, revelou algumas surpresas, sinais de ocupação recente. Além de uma pintura parcialmente queimada após ter sua busca interrompida pelo policial Burley, Pierce se convence a ajudar na investigação. O policial oferece uma carona detetive até a mansão Hawkins. Isso aí, galera. Estamos aí. A boca dele cortada. Corte na boca, viu? Faquete.
Well, here we are, Hawkins Mansion. The place has been abandoned since the fire. There's only old Winchester in his hut.
Nossa.
Your partner, Andrews, warned me against him.
You managed to get something out of that bum? I'll end up asking you for advice.
He talks too much. He inferred that old Silas was slightly unhinged.
That's not far off the mark, I suppose. But kinda unfair at the same time. You know, Silas Winchester has been working for the Hawkins family as far back as I can remember. Charles was like his son to him. The day of the fire, he lost his whole family, so he's got nowhere to go. And, as you'll see, in a way, he's still watching over them. Is there anything else you want to ask me? Or do you want to go up there?
I don't believe the fire is the only reason this house is in such a state.
It's a very old building, you know? Its foundations would probably date from the arrival of the first settlers.
It's got nothing to do with Charles Hawkins' debts.
Ha! You've already begun to nose around, it would seem. So, since you already know it, the Hawkins family couldn't afford the upkeep. It remains to be seen what they did with all their money. I wager it was Charles Hawkins' travels. Let's go up there. Unless you still have questions.
You're the one who looked after the Hawkins case.
Don't think I was trying to hide it. It's just that this discovery shakes my convictions.
That's why you're so keen to find out who removed the painting from the match.
Yes. If something escaped us, if there's been a law enforcement error, then it's up to the police to make good its mistake.
Entendi.
Anything else?
I prefer to be prepared as my control.
Wise attitude. But apart from old Silas and some rotten floorboards, there's nothing to worry about.
Could he
Confiar em você.
Strictly speaking, he ain't dangerous. Since the tragedy, he's been a little touched. Though he's a remarkably sturdy man, given his age. True force of nature.
Ah, que legal.
A sad old man doesn't worry me.
Gee, if you don't want to listen to my advice, we might as well go.
Cara velho forte, que legal.
Night falls quickly, and I want to be able to see.
Ah, não tá de noite ainda não?
I'll go with you, if only to reassure Silas.
Tá, vamos.
Why not? You can help.
Right. Let's go.
Recently fallen. It's as if all life has abandoned the place.
Caralho.
Someone is using the fireplace. I suppose that this is where old Winchester is.
Vamos lá.
Bradley was right. This place is much older than I imagined.
1693, tá confundido. Eu ia falar 1963. Nossa, é velho lugar, hein? Passagem da Bíblia. Calma lá, meu patrão. É o túmulo de cada um. A Sarah Hawkins.
Flowers on Sarah Hawkins' grave are fresh. Charles Hawkins' grave. Who could have done this?
I told you. Silas Winchester is still watching over the Hawkins family.
I must say, it's pretty gloomy.
So, Detective, does this place inspire any thoughts?
Why were they buried here?
I was given to believe that it was Charles Hawkins' wish.
Strange idea. I imagine Webster wasn't too pleased.
Mrs. Hawkins' father? It said that he's devastated.
Let's go to the mansion.
Please give me a minute. I didn't expect to set foot back here after the burial.
Poor kid.
Deranged individual would defile this sanctuary. Steal a burnt painting. I don't see Silas doing such a thing.
É bem estranho mesmo.
Even that broad baker above that. Lord, have pity on this poor family.
Poor kid.
Tá, vou na frente. Curtindo Call of Chuchu, tá legal, cara, tá legal. Um jogo investigativo. Temática Lovecraft, mó legal. Caralho, tá totalmente trancado esse aqui.
I'll have to find another entrance.
Que isso? De guerra? Não, não, né não. Cthulhu não é guerra não.
This entrance is still in use.
Hoje foi sozinho, cara.
Whoa! Whoa! You were trying to force the door, you nosy prick!
Easy, sir, all right? Put down the axe.
You know what we do with rubble like you? We gut them.
Caraca.
Dump them into the ocean.
Whoa! You're Mr. Winchester. Lower that axe. Let's talk calmly.
I'll show you how we have it out on Darkwater.
Sarah Hawkins' father sent me here to investigate the death of his daughter.
Webster, huh? I understand how he feels. But me? I want the dead to rest in peace. And that means kicking the ass of gumshoes like you.
Why would you not want me to help understand what happened here?
I've got nothing to hide. Tell me what you're doing here. And no baloney.
The police report describes a domestic accident. But Stephen Webster has several reasons to believe that this may not be the case.
Webster is as stubborn as an old mule. And I did tell him that we should let the dead rest in peace.
He wants to restore the reputation of his daughter. I just need to see where the fire started.
The mansion isn't safe. You would break your neck as sure as you're trying my patience right now.
That's why you barricaded the entrance.
That's right.
And this door?
It's locked. And I make sure it stays that way.
No one lives in the mansion, and you don't take care of it anymore. If you have a good reason to be here, I'm listening.
There's vermin. I keep an eye out.
Vermin?
Yeah, that's it. Vermin.
Pragas.
Right. This is what we're going to do. I go inside, and I promise that I'll hunt vermin. Okay with you?
I'm not sure.
If there's nothing else to fear, you can give me that key.
Right. Take the key and do what you have to do. Go on, then. Just to get rid of you.
Let's see what more I can learn from this mansion.
Consegui a chave.
This gate is locked.
Não? Pelo visto não.
The poor wretch seems to spend the best part of his time isolated from the world.
Isso adiantou o que exatamente? Só olhar dentro da casa, fora isso. Não fez nada. Tem uma parte quebrada aqui, ó.
Rather Spartan. The caretaker has simple tastes.
Realmente não tem opção nenhuma aqui, não. Vou embora.
Piers, shall we enter?
O Michel veio comigo de outra porra nenhuma, né? Eu veio pra ajudar a acalmar o cara. Fui sozinho. Quero que ele faça alguma coisa lá dentro, porque... Ai, ai. Load demora um pouquinho, mas é de boa. Eita, quase.
Follow me. I know the place. Who left this light on?
Jatinho. Porra, falta 6.
The Last Supper of the Hawkins.
Ainda tá aqui
This
comigo.
tell me.
Que merda é essa? Tá.
What kind of meat is this?
Perguntei a mesma coisa aqui.
This place is for the head of the family, Charles Hawkins. The boy was probably here. Smashed his plate on the floor. Sarah Hawkins' plate. Why did she leave it untouched? Something happened at this table. An argument?
Daydreaming again?
Working, officer. This dinner table tells us a lot about Hawkins' family life.
Well, we don't have all day. The scene of the fire is next door.
Jogo salvo.
Sarah Hawkins painted herself with her son, Simon, ready to go somewhere, but without Charles. Sarah Hawkins painted herself with her son, Simon, ready to go somewhere, but without Charles.
Eu fico escurão, tá ligado? Segura aí, policial.
Was Charles Hawkins some kind of explorer?
Charles Hawkins posa como um verdadeiro aventureiro em frente às ruínas exóticas. Reconhecimento de todos que ele gastou sua fortuna em viagens. Caras, o que será que ele buscava?
Too much rubble. I'll find an easier way.
Porra, é tão difícil passar por cima disso?
Charles and Sarah's wedding was painted by Sarah herself.
Legal. Alguma coisa em cima? Aqui, ó. Tem uma pintura aqui. Nada. Bilhete aqui. Não.
Let's see if I can find something the cops missed.
Tem uma arranhada aqui.
Did someone escape the fire? If the painting I found on the docks really came from here, how come it didn't burn?
Que merda é essa? Tá bom, hein?
Was Charles Hawkins a heavy drinker? They had a fight. Why?
Nossa, tinha corpo aqui.
The child's corpse left a trace. Where are the others? Blood. His lamp was thrown. This was no accident. This was a fight. Someone fell here. A desperate attempt to flee.
Cadê o policial? Que é isso?
And the boy.
Boneco.
So, Detective, what do you make of it?
I firmly believe this fire was more than just an accident.
Huh. What's your theory?
I suspect a crime of passion.
You sure of that?
There's only one way to be sure.
Calma aí. Dei a volta, legal.
I just ask that you don't disturb anything. If Chief West found out about what we're doing, I'd be in serious trouble.
Se eu ver eles em medicina, eu vou pegar. Já explodiu.
This door is locked.
Medicina, viu? Coleção de conhecimento médico. Blá, 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 blá. Isso aqui é só papel de leve, só, é nada demais. Viu? Vamos lá.
This door is blocked from the outside. The lyrics of the drunken sailor. The sea shanty. These bandages are covered in dried blood. The same bandages that I saw in the warehouse on the docks. And given the bloodstains, I'd also say that it's the same person.
Interessante, interessante.
The lyrics of the drunken sailor. The sea shanty. An original edition of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein.
Pô, legal, hein?
1818.
Ele vai embora pra mim.
This piano is in disrepair. Looks like the Hawkins kept it more for decoration than for music.
Entendi.
Moby Dick.
Moby Dick.
Melville's classic.
Bonito pra caralho.
The epic battle between man and whale. Mandatory reading for any whaler, I guess. This place was falling apart long before the fire.
Não pode correr com esquerda, não? O que aconteceu ali que eu não entendi?
What do you know about Charles Hawkins' activities?
Well, not much, to be honest. We all assumed the Hawkins lived on Charles's inheritance.
An original edition of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, dated 1818.
Cadê? Pra cá. Isso aqui. Mais livro de medicina? É. Eu tô aqui achando pra ganhar level.
Greek mythology. Hecate, goddess of the dead, daughter of Tartarus,
Os caras
the
ligam
mother
mitologia
of
grega no mundo de Cthulhu, legal.
Darkwater history. This place was settled back in 1692 by two families that seceded from the New England colonies. A book on hunting whales, the island's staple diet last century. There's something disturbing about this painting.
Que é isso, gente? É uma coisa errada mesmo com essa pintura.
20,000 leagues under the sea.
Ih, legal.
Another story
20.000
about
léguas
the
submarinas.
mysteries of the deep.
Maneiro. Eu posso ler esses livros? O que eu quero? Sanidade. Caraca. E se acompanhar alguém passar a mão nesses corrimões aqui? Porra nenhuma. Peraí, confuso. Passear.
could Sarah have done to make this person threaten to call the police?
O que Sarah teria feito para que essa pessoa ameaçasse chamar a polícia? Carta de reclamação. Caro senhor, como sabe, sempre tive grande respeito por você e sua família. Infelizmente, não mais. Não mais posso continuar a ignorar o comportamento da sua esposa. Na semana passada, ela aterrorizou minha clientela mais uma vez. Sei que ela não faz por mal, mas você deveria colocá-la aos cuidados do Dr. Fuller. É Fuller, né? Ele parece capaz de fazê-la recuperar os juízos. E tá me atrapalhando ali embaixo, barulho do chat. Caso tais perturbações voltem a ocorrer, apesar de ser-me uma tortura, não se engane, serei obrigado a envolver a polícia. Tem que ler perdão por aqui agora. Respeitosamente, Anton Willard. Anton. Ah, não dá pra descer, esquece. Era ali que eu tava, só dei a volta. Apaga a luz não, filho. Tá me ajudando a enxergar. Interrogação que a gente tá. Meu isqueiro tá sem luz já. Interrogação tem um bem aqui, ó. Eu entro aqui, ó. Tonho.
The lyrics of the drunken sailor, a sea shanty.
E aí? Cara, não é possível. O que tem pra pegar aqui, mano? Porra, não. É uma coisa que eu não tô achando mesmo, sério.
This door is blocked from the outside.
A única coisa que tem isso aqui.
Lyrics of the drunken sailor, a sea shanty.
E a porta, é claro, né? Pior que eu não acho nenhum, maluco, ó. Caralho. E aí?
This door is blocked from the outside. This door is blocked from the outside.
Trancada pelo outro lado a porta. Vou entrar aqui, ó. Acho que ele esquenta na mão dele, é isso? Ele pega assim de novo. Porra, que agonia, velho. Não sei onde tá esse bagulho que o jogo tá indicando. É o lustre. Porra. O formato da bunda de alguém no sofá.
The lyrics of the drunken sailor. The sea shanty. This door is blocked from the outside.
Cara, vou embora. Aqui eu vi. É, fazer o quê?
Locked.
Ih, tá aberto. Caralho. É escuro pra caralho também.
The boys' room.
Tá muito escuro. Opa. Porra, ele não só entra investigação, ele deixa o cenário claro também.
A child's fort. From what threat was Simon protecting his world? Tom Sawyer. Mark Twain. Sarah must have read it to him before bed.
Devia de ser.
Sleeping pills. Strong
moleque de 11
for an
anos com remédio pra
11-year-old
dormir.
boy. What was wrong with this family?
Cthulhu visitou eles? Que é isso? Que é isso? Eita.
What nightmarish vision could have inspired them? Simon's troubles went beyond family problems. That kid saw something. Something terrified him.
Demônio. Ó, a pista, quarto do menino. Tem nem aqui mais eles, hein? Porra. Queria ver de novo. Chave de escritório. Onde é que é o escritório? Aqui? É aqui mesmo. Ah, valeu. KKKK. É mole. Aqui também
What
tá
will her
aberto.
room reveal about her?
Tem uma pista aqui.
Barbiturates. Sarah Hawkins must have been extremely agitated resorting to such a treatment.
Cruz credo.
Perfect.
Porra, abri dos dois lados, filho. Ninja. Não vou entrar aqui não, vou olhar lá primeiro. Aí, tá vendo? Ali... Aqui, ó. Aparece interrogação concluída. Lá não. Eu vou olhar os cantinhos de tudo lá também, vai. Ok. De novo, né?
The lyrics of the drunken sailor, a sea shanty.
Olha isso aqui. Olha isso aqui. Pé de cabo contar na mansão Hawkins. Provavelmente já tem seu caseiro Silas.
crowbar. Could prove useful.
If you're right, we should be able to find clues among the Hawkins' personal effects.
This place was falling apart long before the fire. A book on the first inhabitants of the island. It seems they got here around the 14th century. There's something disturbing about this painting.
Mas fala que não tem ação nenhuma. Que coisa.
This door is blocked from the outside.
Não é pra isso que é o pé de cabra. Pé de fava. Vamos ver o que aconteceu aqui.
This ledger lists all of the paintings Sarah Hawkins sold.
Esse aqui é o registro de venda dela.
It seems the last one was given for free to a Francis Sanders. I wonder why. Sarah Hawkins' agent was getting worried. Seems she wasn't giving any signs of life.
Tá, vamos ler. Carta do agente. Minha cara Sarah. Desde que foi embora para enterrar-se nessa ilha perdida, sua arte tem atraído mais e mais colecionadores. Peço-lhe que envie algumas obras novas. As últimas, tão sombrias e estranhas, comoventes como nenhum outro quadro, estão sendo vendidas a preços elevados. Em anexo, seu quinhão de vendas mais recente. Não esqueça do seu amigo, primeiro a reconhecer sua genialidade e a exibi-la ao mundo. Afetuosamente, Maximilian L. L? É isso.
Was Sarah Hawkins interested in the occult? What was she trying to achieve?
Círculo cerimonial, investiga a mansão. Cthulhu, Fatagni. O que é isso aqui? Eu começo a escutar vozes quando eu entro aqui no meio desse quadro. Ai, caralho. Vamos ver que pé de cabra abriu isso daqui.
Bradley? Is that you?
Ah, merda vindo.
Is anyone there?
Que isso? Oh! Essa máscara aí, hein?
Stop! Bradley,
What?
did you see which way he went?
Who? I didn't see anyone. I just heard some noise. Are you all right?
A man was hiding on the upper level. He ran when he saw me. He can't be far.
Pega o ladrão.
This door is blocked from the outside.
Vamos voltar naquela sala lá?
I'll cover you.
Ah, legal. Bem bobo, mas é legal. Daí pra ver o quarto do moleque de forma melhor. Não tem nada mesmo, não. Vamos embora. E só por uma vez.
This door was closed earlier.
Where did he go?
Must have got out some way.
No, he was here. I'm sure. Let's search this room.
Já até vi que tem uma passagem aqui.
This globe seems to have been part of some mechanism.
Tem enigma. Bom, pera aí, volta então, que eu não sei a solução.
Doesn't work. Seems like this came from a log.
Nossa, muito texto. Deve ser isso aí a solução. Segunda-feira, 24 de maio de 1847. 42N70U. Ilha Darkwater. Navegamos para o norte amanhã todo. O Capitão Hamilton está confiante. Ele diz que vamos derrotar o Orfeu esta temporada. Deus tenha piedade. Domingo, 30 de maio de 1847. 47N, 55, 55, letra O. Prefiro quando os varedes aparecem e deixam rastro. Com essas carcaças não podemos mais ignorar o destino triste delas. O que será que está acontecendo? O que será que está comendo essas criaturas enormes? Falei a Hamilton que era mau presságio. Ele não se importa. Terça-feira, 1 de junho de 1857, 49N, 6RO, 61O na verdade, aquilo ali é 1. Ancoramos perto de uma aldeia. Os habitantes dizem que as águas estão vermelhas com o sangue das criaturas sagradas. e que segui-los é desafiar os deuses. Disse a eles que eu só temi o Todo-Poderoso, mas, na solidão do porão, fiquei apavorado. Sexta-feira, 4 de junho de 1857, 57 N, 51 O. Avistamos uma baleia gigantesca, o tamanho dela parece ser maior do que qualquer coisa conhecida pelo homem. Ela emite uma canção infernal, Hamilton Hotel. Quarta-feira, 23 de junho de 1857, 33N 538. Pegamos a criatura. É a baleia mais grotesca que já vi. Ficará na memória como a maior pesca de todas. A lenda lá, né? Homens morreram, mas alcançamos a glória. Este dia será celebrado por anos. Terça-feira, 29 de junho de 1847. Darkwater. Derrotamos o Orfeu e retornamos com porões vazios. Ūısřejə़əro e Hamilton são as únicas memórias. Tá. Deve ser uma daquelas coisas ali a solução. Só pode. Deixa eu ver aqui, tem mais coisa.
It looks like an old seaway map.
Nossa.
Looks like the navigational paths described in the log. Looks like the navigational paths described in the log.
Ah tá, o lampião é a base de óleo, agora que eu vi ali embaixo. Eu vou usar umas isqueiras então, tô nem aí.
They look like Celtic runes. Charles must have brought them back from one of
Runas celtas.
his
Quase
foreign
level 2
trips.
já.
As if the bookcase has been moved several times. Clearly, Charles Hawkins knew Captain Fitzroy very well. I wonder who the man with the glasses is in the photograph. The Scylla. It's the boat that was stranded at the entrance to the harbor. It looks like a freehand map of Darkwater. Certain areas have been highlighted. I wonder why.
Nossa, quem que entende isso daqui?
This panel is movable. Cogwheels. They must be linked to an opening mechanism. Probably a secret passage. I must find a way to activate the opening mechanism. With this, I should be able to force the gears.
Nossa, abrindo na marra.
Well done, Pierce.
Viu? Tem que investigar tudo mesmo, pode facilitar sua vida no jogo. Túneis sobre a mansão Hawkins. Ai ai.
secret passage, under the manor. It's like a detective novel. That guy must have already gotten far.
Yeah. And he had a direct means of entry to the crime scene. We must... 3 seats.
Opa.
Look.
Did Charles Hawkins use this place? Who were the others?
O que Charles Hawkins estava fazendo, gente?
What is this mask supposed to represent?
Cara, eu não sei. O que é essa máscara? Esse baú aqui todo destacado, não tem nada nele?
Whatever Charles Hawkins hid here, he didn't want it in his house. O que tá faltando pra polícia mesmo? Aqui, ó. This piece of cloth is unmistakably from a dress. Was Sarah Hawkins here?
Ela achou o lugar?
This padlock is too complicated for me.
Nem ele tem ponto suficiente pra isso. Beleza, vou parar por aqui. O jogo salvou ali mesmo, ele falou. Então, é isso aí. Depois eu continuo. Tá bom.